Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming to our first NSSLHA meeting of the fall semester. This is going to be our welcome back meeting, and we're just going to be going over introductions and everything that we have planned for the fall semester. And so this is going to be the e-board for the 2023 and 2024 school year. And my name is Carol. I'll be the president. I have Emma, who is our vice president, Chloe, our secretary, and Odelia, who is going to be our treasurer. So one of the clubs that we're going to be working very closely with is called Blast LCD. They're another club within our major, and they actually recently just changed their logo, and we have our contact information on the screen. And with that being said, I would like to introduce the president of Blast, who is Anaya.
Hi, Carol. Thank you so much for introducing me. Like she said, my name is Anaya, and I am the president of QC Blast LCD, which is a student-run advocacy club that represents students from diverse racial, ethnic, and cultural backgrounds within the Linguistics and Communication Disorders Department here at QC. We do so by holding various charity events. We collaborate with NSSLHA for a lot of fun events. We connect students with professionals and clinicians of color. We have a really great time just kind of like having a safe space where people can come and speak about their experiences being people of color who want to be speech language pathologists or linguists or audiologists or anything like that. So yes, our contact info is there. Our Instagram is also there. I'll put our member sign up sheet in the chat so that everyone can sign up and become an ally for Blast or just get some support from Blast. Right now, we actually have a position available on our executive board for treasurer. The only requirements to run for treasurer are that you have a GPA of a 2.0 and that you're currently enrolled for the fall semester. But we do ask that you are available for the entire academic year, because we like that our e-board members be present for the academic year. There are no previous there's no requirements, and you don't need to have any previous experience in order to apply and nominate yourself. We'll show you all the ropes, but yes, that is what I have to say. Thank you for listening to me, and you can find us on Instagram at QCBlastLCD. Thanks.
Hi, Anaya. Thank you for sharing. And so like she said, all her information is going to be in the chat and as well as the treasurer position. So if you're interested, you should run. So for today, we're going to be going over the point system. So how to receive a certificate of dedication, our Big Buddy program, which we're able to connect you with NSSLHA peer. You just have to email us and show interest. Our GRE prep program, which is free resources that we have on a first come, first served basis. Our fundraising events, which we raise funds and awareness for apraxia of speech. We have our sweatshirt design contest, where we're going to go over our guidelines and voting process, as well as our upcoming guest speakers and topics that we'll have for our fall semester. And so for NSSLHA, there's no formal commitment to where you have to attend a specific number of meetings. You can kind of go with the information and resources that we offer as you would like. But we do have a point system in place to recognize those who consistently come to our meetings, participate, and just overall are an active member. And so for that, we have 30 points in place for that. And the way you can earn points, we have our live meetings like this. So you would earn 2 points for coming. And of course, if you're not able to attend, we record our meetings. And if you watch those on our YouTube channel and leave a comment, you're able to receive 1 point. We also offer 1 point for attending Blast meetings. We have our charity walk for 4 points, our fundraising events, which would be another 4 points. If you follow our Instagram or you join our WhatsApp group chat where we give you updates of our meetings, you receive 2 points. And there's a specific set of points for the sweatshirt design contest, so for the design submission, first place, second place, third place, and yeah, just a breakdown of the points in general. So the faculty and students at the QC Graduate Center are going to be doing a research study based on the knowledge and perceptions of HIV and AIDS in relation to communication disorders. And all the information is on here if you would like to look over it and decide that you would want to fill it out. You just need some time and internet access. You would receive 2 points for filling it out, and you can email Chloe with the like a thank you email for filling it out, and you would receive the 2 points. And so we have our Big Buddy program. So to do this, you would contact me or Chloe and let us know that you're interested in being involved. So you would let us know by Friday, September 29th. We let you know who you matched with on Monday, October 2nd. And then when you get your results, you connect with your buddy and get to know them. It's not really a really strict thing. It's pretty casual. You just kind of talk as you go. And yeah, the whole point is to make a friend and be familiar with somebody else in the program. And you would receive 4 points for joining. So we have our GRE permission slip. And for this, we have that you would email me or Chloe and let us know if you're interested in taking out a book from the library. So you have to bring in the physical hard copy of the permission slip, and you go to the library, let them know, they give you the book, and they give you around 90 days to use it and then return it. You can also request flashcards. So there's 2 to 3 of those, which are on a first come, first served basis. And we have 15 books available, which are also on a first come, first served basis. So this is our virtual charity walk. We request a minimum donation of $10 and a 3-mile walk. As for the picture of the 3-mile walk, you can download a health app or a step tracker to calculate how much you've walked and email it to Chloe. Our contact information will be at the end of the presentation, so that's where you can find it. And of course, you can also share the walk with other people, and if they're able to donate and walk, you'll receive points on their behalf as well. So for fundraising, for the month of November, we'll have a drive where we collect cans for the QC food pantry, and it'll be shipped to me. And as the donations slowly start coming in, I'll be dropping it off. And so we have a minimum requirement of 2 items purchased, all under $4. And you would receive 4 points for this as well. And so for our t-shirt design contest, we have it's a way for our members to get involved just creatively, and you're able to submit 2 designs from the 11th to the 22nd, and a form will be sent out where we have everybody vote on the top 3 designs, which is where the first place, second place, and third place come in, and the points will be awarded to those top 3 designs. And we're still setting up the website for this, and so once you place an order, you're able to receive 4 points for this. And we're raising money specifically for the ASH Foundation NSSLHA Scholarship, which is our way to give back to the NSSLHA Foundation for those who would like to apply for scholarships. And so if you're interested in submitting a design, we have some guidelines. These are the NSSLHA guidelines. And so it's just some things such as not changing the colors, which are blue, not removing the signs that are in it, not stretching it out, adding anything else, just having it in its original form. And so I would like to talk about the National NSSLHA membership a little bit, which is going to be a one-time membership fee of $60, which lasts you until December 2024. And with this, you're able to be recognized as a national member. You're able to have scholarship opportunities only open to NSSLHA members. And you're able to explore your interests and opportunities with this through conventions, through resources that they have, articles throughout their library. And so one of the last things is that you're able to have discounts for national and New York State conventions. And so you're able to connect with other people, speech pathologists, or even students that are just interested in the field in general. If you're interested, we have the link embedded in this slide where you're able to go visit and see for yourself if you are interested in training. And so our next meeting is going to be this Monday on September 11th during free hour from 12:15 to 1:30. And we have Vince K, who will be discussing the GRE and specific preparations technique for those who are applying in the fall to graduate school. And for the rest of the year, we have our meeting schedule. And so we have Monday, the GRE with Vince K. We have our social hour with Blask, and we are going to have food and just let everybody talk and get to know each other, since we're going to be working very closely this school year. That will be the 18th. On October 2nd, we have graduate school interview prep with Professor Brianza. who is the chair for graduate school admissions. And we have personal statements with Professor Navarra, and that will be Monday, October 23rd. We have self-care with Eileen Sprague, where we'll be able to talk about ways to de-stress and just be able to kind of collect ourselves during midterm season. We have Jeopardy during November 13th with Blask, where we're able to just kind of test your knowledge on what we've gone over in our previous meetings and win prizes. So that'll be fun. We have our Thanksgiving potluck with Blask LCD. So we will be providing the food, and it's just a way for everybody to just kind of reflect on how the semester's been so far and just a way to be grateful. And so we have our graduate school panel with past QC students just talking about their admissions process, how graduate school is going for them so far, since they would be in their first year. And that would be November 27th. We have our end of the year celebration with Blask. So just wrapping up the semester and just looking back on everything that we've done. And then we have SIDCast with Professor McCall, which we are still working on the date for. So that would be for just graduate school admissions, learning about the portal and QC's admissions process as well. And so these are our contact details, mine, Emma's, Chloe's, and Odelia's. And we also have our other platforms, such as our Linktree and our Instagram, where we have the rest of our information. And yeah, I would like to welcome any questions or anything else that anybody would like to add. I see a hand.
Yes, hi Carol, it's me again. I did just want to mention, I realized I didn't say this earlier, but Blask is having our first meeting, our welcome back meeting next week, September 13th, which is a Wednesday during free hour as well. So yes, of course, please, everyone is welcome to join. You don't have to be a pre-existing member. You don't have to be a student of color. Everyone is welcome. And of course, initial students especially. So yes, I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you. I'll also be speaking on that meeting as well. So that will be exciting to see everybody there again. And yeah, thank you for adding that. And does anybody else have any more questions?
Which will be helpful in terms of your coursework. So you can take a look at the website and see everything that's on there. It really is helpful. And when you go to graduate school, it will be something that is encouraged. I believe sometimes students are told that they must become national initial members in grad school. So it really would be worthwhile for you to do that if you feel that that's something you can do. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that for those of you who were around in NSSLHA, last year, you may remember that Professor Vaccaro came to speak to club members about our Parkinson's Voice project that we have in the Speech Language Hearing Center and about the annual Parkinson's Unity Walk. So we have been, or shall I say, Professor Vaccaro has been awarded grants for the Speak Out program for people with Parkinson's for 3 consecutive years. And our program at the Speech Language Hearing Center has been growing, and we have been working with many people with Parkinson's disease to help them really reclaim your voice. And that is actually the name of the Queens College program that Professor Vaccaro has started, Reclaim Your Voice. Every year in April, the Parkinson's Unity Walk takes place in Central Park. And I just wanted to put that bug in everyone's ear right now, because that is something that we will be doing as a group, the faculty, the graduate students, NSSLHA members, and we really look to have a very, very large showing this year and to increase our donation amount. We make a team, and last year I think we raised almost $3,000 for Queens College as a whole to support the Michael J. Fox Foundation. So we're probably going to bring that up periodically just to make sure everybody's thinking about it. And as soon as we know the date in April, we will make sure that you know it is. It's for a great cause, and we really have a great time there in Central Park on a Saturday morning in April. So, all right, Parkinson's Unity Walk, keep that in mind. Thanks, Carol.
And as the semester goes on, we'll just continually send updates and reminders. So everything Professor Navarro said, we'll just be recapping as the semester goes on. The open house meeting for admissions, I'm not quite sure, but I can definitely find out and be able to send that out as well. I'm not sure if Professor Navarro is aware of the date for that.
I believe that Professor McCall will talk about the admissions process for Queens College when she comes to tell you about CIDCAS. The other thing, Professor Brienza is our chairperson of graduate admissions. And so when he comes to talk about interviews, perhaps other questions about graduate admissions for our particular program can be addressed at that time. But that's something that we can talk about a little bit more.
Go back to the last slide. And yeah, does anybody else have any other questions? I'll just keep an eye on the chat for that as well.
Okay. Carol, can you stop the share for a moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just wanted to ask for, those of you who are here today, just like a thumbs up or show of hands, how many of you were part of NSSLHA last year outside of the board? Okay. Okay. And so it looks like we have new members. So for those of you who were part of NSSLHA last year, would you be willing to share what you found to be the most beneficial of being part of the group? And any of the board members could chime in as well, since you weren't board members last year.
I found it, oh, sorry, go. I was just gonna say I found it really helpful that it was just really emphasized on people being able to connect, and there wasn't really like the stress of the formal commitment. I was able to look at interview prep, being able to see like a sneak peek into what I would be applying to for graduate school. And it was nice to just be aware, even if I wasn't fully applying, and just keeping in mind the things in advance, such as the prep program, and just there are meetings for that as well.
Chloe?
I was going to say there was also a lot of good information given that otherwise I wouldn't have known, especially about the application process and for grad school, because if you don't really know about it, you can't prepare. So it's very helpful in order to prepare for grad school whenever you may be applying. And you also meet new people, which was really nice.
Anybody else want to share? Right. Right, connecting with upperclassmen. Were any of you in the buddy program? Anaya. Yeah. And Anaya, I think I would also like to ask you too how you have found the collaboration between Blask and NSSLHA, and perhaps kind of like speaking on behalf of your group individually and the collaborative efforts. How has that been?
I think in the past, I mean, I've been a member of NSSLHA and Blask since fall 21. And I think that we've become increasingly more and more collaborative as the years have gone on. And I think that that's been really helpful because, one, I think that we get to kind of incorporate two really different spaces together, where NSSLHA is really like preparatory and kind of like providing you with that information, providing you with opportunities, and Blask, which is basically like an advocacy and support group. And I know we really advocate for students of color, but anyone can join Blask. And I also think that collaborating with NSSLHA helps us with, you know, getting more members and also getting that kind of exposure and having more allies join Blask, because right now, of course, we are student of color advocacy group, but we really would love to have more allies in Blask. And I think that's really important. And I think as we become increasingly more and more collaborative, that both of our groups will see that there's a lot to benefit from kind of attending both events that we have.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. I am going to have to jump out to go to a budget meeting, but feel free to keep chatting, or Carol, I'll just give it back to you.
Odelia said that she was able to attend the budget meeting.
Oh, she went already? I thought they weren't going until 12:45.
Yeah, I thought so too, but she
I'm just gonna, oh, okay. No, I'm just gonna go and be there.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, just for moral support. Okay. All right. So everybody have a wonderful semester. Good to meet you. And I will see you all again soon.
Thank you, Professor Navarro.
You're welcome. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
So yeah, I would just like to ask, does anybody have any more questions and anything else? Well, yeah. Well, thank you everybody so much for coming and just for showing interest in the first meeting. And yeah, I'm really excited for the semester and just the upcoming school year in general. And yeah, we just have a lot of stuff planned that I'm very excited for. So thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.